Scorpio, this is your astrology forecast for August 2014. I'm going to give you a rundown of what's coming up for your sign particularly, and then I will also draw a tarot card to give you a key theme or an overview or a general look at what's really happening. So, you start this month straight away on the 1st, like everyone else because it's the 1st of the month. The communicative planet Mercury goes into Leo in your 10th house. You have got a lot of energy and a lot of fire in that area of your life at the moment. You're really focused on work. You're really focused on growing that and making it something that works for you, that really gives you some gratification. So your focus at the beginning of August is really getting your work to grow and getting it into something that is meaningful to you and that you feel represents you as a person, that uses your skills and talents, and you're able to communicate that at the beginning of the month. Okay, so that's wonderful. If you, Scorpio, you're a very astute individual. You know, you're emotionally intelligent, you're sometimes overreactive, but you can use your sting to really just infuse the situations with your energy. And this is what you are able to do at the beginning of August to really get your career the way you want it. Okay, as the month progresses, there's a lot of friction and energy between that and where you want to progress to spiritually. So you see yourself as someone who's really made a lot of progress in that area recently and who's really made it work for yourself a lot more. You've become much more diligent about that. You've got that structure in place. It has been an area of will for you that's really informed the way you see yourself. So the spiritual practice that, if you're not certain about it, I see that the spiritual practice you've adopted recently and that's given you some new perspectives and ideas about who you are is really a good one. And you can really trust that and stick with it and continue to do it. But you're going to have that friction between making your job happen and continuing with your spiritual development and altering the way you see yourself, which is part of your spiritual growth. So I don't necessarily see that you have to choose one or the other. You can continue on your spiritual path, and that then in turn will infuse and energize your working life. Meditation isn't a chore, it's something that connects you to the cosmic consciousness, which then gives you rest, gives you energy, and really makes you blossom as a human being. Venus coming out of the water, standing there looking up and saying, "This is me," you know? So if you feel like you come up against that choice, do I choose my spiritual path or do I choose work? Continue to do both. You can handle both. You've got enough time and energy to do both, and they will kind of complement each other. Okay. The full moon happens on the 10th of August, and that happens in your 4th house in Aquarius. And all of your work energy will now almost be superseded by a blossoming in your home life. So someone in your family will really bring some information to you. They will demand your attention. It'll be a positive thing in terms of it'll bring you all closer together, but you may receive some info that you weren't expecting. But it will take you away from your work focus. So expect someone in your family to really blossom around this time, the 10th of August, and that you need to put some of your own desires and plans on hold until that situation is resolved. Okay, and that goes further now as the 12th of the month happens. So the information that you get from one of your family members on the 10th may result in you. It may result in some things being triggered about your own childhood, about some of the dreams and expectations you had for your children or your parents, but really something shifts and you become triggered. It also makes you question and reevaluate some of the things that you've come to believe about yourself, and you may get a little bit aggressive about your will not being done. So you may feel a little bit angry that someone has now, you know, put a hurdle in your way with their own kind of stuff and taken you away from your work focus and has not met your expectations. You may be a little bit annoyed. So that's okay. It's okay to be annoyed, you know, communicate that. Share that feeling with people. This is an ongoing process, and you know this. People will not meet your expectations, and sometimes they will exceed your expectations, and that's an ongoing process. So just tap into that energy of this too will pass. Don't feel like this is the end of anything. It isn't. Just a shift in a relationship, in the way you interact, but it's not a negative thing. It's only negative if you absolutely get angry to the point where you cut people off. That's when things do get negative. That continues, and on the 16th of the month, 16th of August, you kind of, that situation really eases off and you're more able to focus on yourself again and your career, which is really what you want to be doing this month. And I think that's partly why you react badly, because you've got a lot going on for yourself right now and you want to cement that, and anything that distracts is going to be a distraction. You don't like to be disturbed. What happens is that you meet someone new who will be able to help you with your career on the 16th of August. So really tap into that, make the most of that. But someone comes into your life who's got some practical, genuine money-making advice. So listen to that person. It will help you a lot. And it will also make those dreams that you've had a reality, or put the first step in place to make that a reality. It's fabulous. Okay. Oh, let me go back. The 21st of August is a big day for you as well. You will want to do something fun on this day to really heal things. If someone in your family, this is a day to spend out, to spend with family, to do something fun. Go to a theme park, go to a restaurant, go to an art gallery, go to a horse race, do something fun with family. It will heal anything that happened at the beginning of the month, and you'll be able to overcome those. And then the new moon happens on the 25th of the month. This is a time for planting seeds and being really practical. And you grow some of your friendships as a result of what has happened at the beginning of the month. You've met some new people, one, in terms of your business, you expand your social circle, and you really start to pick people's brains for information and how they've dealt with certain things in their life, and you get some good info back, and whatever happens results in the positive thing that you make new friendships and you expand your social circle in this month, and especially around the 25th. So see where you want those to go and really make plans for the future. And then the end of the month, all of the career stuff that you've been doing all August, all of the energy you've been putting into that really results in you being successful in what you want to achieve. You build the structure that you want, your will and your desires are achieved, and you get to where you want to go. And you also get your work to the point, you alter it and transform it to the point where it really matches your personality. And you're going to be in a situation where you're doing what you feel is right for you. So this is someone being on their life purpose. This is someone working in a job that they enjoy and that they care about and that they feel correct about. You know, this is, you know, Albert Einstein worked as an insurance salesman until he was 30, and then he had that miraculous year where he got all of this insight, and then he became the physicist that who changed the world. So this is about having been off track, doing all this work in August to get on track, to change things around so they suit you, and then by the end of the month they do suit you and they work for you. Let me choose a tarot card for you to give you an overall theme for this month. Oh, and this one has jumped out already, so this one's to be seen. And this card is Temperance. Temperance is about balance, it's about work success, it's about infusing the practical physical world with your unmanifest ideas, with your thoughts, with your ideas, with your spiritual desires and dreams, and making those a reality. It's dipping that toe, oh, I missed the card. It's dipping your toe into that water and then moving forward on that path. And that's really what happens for you this month. So you make a lot of progress, you tailor things to your needs and make them applicable to you, and things really start to work for you in a working sense. Have a wonderful, wonderful month, Scorpio. You can find me here on the YouTube channel for the daily tarot readings that I do, but also if you'd like a personal reading with me, you can find information about that on my website. It's gregoryscott.co.uk. Click on the Readings tab for more information. And you can also email me. The address is readings@gregoryscott.co.uk. And you can also find me on Facebook, facebook.com/Gregory Scott 444. Have a fantastic, wonderful month, and I'll be with you soon.